Welcome back, Joey.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you. No, I wanted to, excited to chat to you today about a few different things, but one of the things that I wanted to start off with is talking about paid search versus paid social.
Yep.
And should there be sort of like an order of priority? Should brands be starting with just paid search first? Should they be launching with both? What sort of order of priority? How do you sort of view that?
I guess the ultimate answer is it depends.
Yeah.
So I think kind of the main point of paid search, I guess to kind of kick off the conversation, is it's all based around search intent. So if you're selling a product, that's got a lot of search intent out there already, you can obviously get out there and capitalize on that straight off the bat with paid search ads. I think the opportunity comes for paid social to then really come into the equation and become a priority is when maybe you're releasing you're a brand that's releasing a product that, people haven't heard of before. It's a brand new concept. Mm-hmm. At that point, there is no search volume. So, what you need to be doing at that point is generating awareness. And you're not obviously going to be able to do that with paid search in itself. Obviously, Google's got the tools within its capabilities around generating awareness with display activity and YouTube activity. But outside of that, paid social really does kind of come into play and can really help generate that awareness on kind of a good scale for a reasonable cost as well. Moving back to the paid search side of things, if you're a brand that's got a lot of catalog products, or you're in a lead gen space, and actually there's a reasonable amount of search intent out there already, you really want to be capitalizing on that and generating kind of as much traffic from that search intent as possible. So I think in those instances, we would always recommend going first with paid search. I think kind of the number one rule I was always taught when I came into the industry was always fill up the bottom of the funnel first, which is essentially what paid search is, before you start feeding in from the top. Essentially, if you're not capitalizing on all of that kind of search intent at the bottom and you're feeding in demand from the top and you're not present at the bottom, you've got nothing there to hoover up any of that intent there. So I think one of the things that we're always telling clients is making sure that they're capitalizing on that intent to start off with. Yeah. Once you've got a good level of intent capitalization there, and you've got a high level of search impression share, and you're being profitable on Google, that's when you can start feeding in from the top. Now, that's not to say that that's kind of a one rule fits all for everyone. In that kind of instance, it's, paid social certainly does have its place within the marketing funnel. And I think even from, a perspective around, generating demand from that point when you're trying to feed in, I think it's always good, even if you don't have everything fully capitalized at the bottom of the funnel with paid search, paid social still there and a good tool to be able to generate awareness just to top that up, even when you're trying to kind of scale activity up through. It's quite difficult to scale just using paid search because, again, where it's all based off search intent, you can't generate that extra bit of awareness. So paid social then comes into play at that point of view. I think certainly with kind of the campaign types that we run on paid social, where we go kind of very conversion led with our activity, we're really capitalizing on those people that are already kind of in market, as it were, for products. So we do use conversions based campaigns majority of the time on Facebook to be able to kind of, as it were, capture the lowest hanging fruit to help to kind of drive those down the conversion funnel. So yeah, I guess that kind of rises it all together, all in one. But there's no real right or wrong answer. I think, like I said, if paid search, if you've got that, full product catalog and you've got an array of products, and you've got the intent, the search intent is there, which you can obviously go out and do the research on using, several search research tools, keyword research tools. Go out and capitalize that before you kind of start really feeding in from the top. But if you're a brand new brand with a brand new product that's completely, unknown to the market, use paid social to generate that demand.